Hey everybody, it is time for the next deck study that I have planned. Um, I teased this on Facebook earlier today. I told you guys to have a little faith, which means that today we're going to look at the Bicycle Faith deck of playing cards, which is it's a unique deck for sure. A lot of customization. You don't see a whole lot of these floating around. I'm not sure how rare this deck is. But I saw it, it looked pretty cool, so I went ahead and added it to my collection, and I'll go ahead and show it to you guys to see if you know, it's something you might want to look into. But again, there's a lot of customization, and obviously by the name Faith, there's a lot of religious innuendos. As you can see on the front, you can already see a crucifix in the spade logo on the front of the box. So there's definitely a lot of Christianity themed things in this deck. So definitely the faith is geared towards that. I mean, obviously you can have faith in a lot of different things, but this is a religious faith type thing here. So I just zoom in on there so you can see there. Obviously it's a bicycle deck. You got faith playing cards on the bottom. Now the box colors is a very, very deep purple and black, which is a really cool color combination that I like. A lot, so that's definitely plus the box is really cool. I'll show you the sides here. It says U.S. Playing Card Company, obviously, and the other side says Faith Playing Cards in a kind of a custom font, so that's kind of cool. The bottom again is legal information. Let me flip that around. Now on the bottom it gives you a website for www.faithplayingcards.com. I've gone there. I don't think the website is active anymore, because I went there and I got nothing out of it, so you can probably disregard that, but it's there. Here is the back design of the box, which is again the back design of the cards, and again it's, you can see it's got a cross, not a crucifix, but it's definitely a cross symbol in the middle. It's gray, and in the middle it's got these this design here on what looks like the face of a clock, or a clock type feature. I'm not exactly sure if that was what they were going for or not, but to me it looks like kind of like a clock, time, faith. I don't know if there's a link there or not, but again you can see this really cool deep purple color with the grays and the blacks. It really works nice. I like it a lot. And even here you can see coming out of the deck you've got a spade here. Again, you can see some different spade logos on the front there, and again, as you turn them this way, I guess they could be hearts. And again, coming out of the sides, right there, you got more spades. So it's pretty cool, a pretty cool design. I like it. It really works. And you can see the seal there. I've actually ripped it off for a reason, and I'll show you guys here in 1 second. But it's a black seal, U.S. Playing Card Company seal, standard. That comes on all the decks. Now the reason I tore it is because you have these letters on the top, and I wanted to see what they said, and I ripped it off, and I kind of found something interesting. It says Faith Playing Cards, but it's in a mirrored fashion, so you can read it if you hold it up to a mirror, kind of like when you see an ambulance coming. It's made so you can see the words, you know, in your rearview mirror, and it reads the right way. It's backwards. So if you hold this up to a mirror, it does say Faith Playing Cards, but what was covered by the seal is the L missing. So it actually says Faith Paying Cards, which is really weird. You can see the gap right there. P, no L, A-Y-I-N-G. So that was, it was hidden by the seal. You couldn't see it. I don't know if this is intentional or not. I'm sure it is. I was trying to come up with a reason why you would not put the L in the word, and the only thing you could think of is the word Noel, which is another way, you know, or another term for Christmas, which is again something that's celebrated as the birth of Jesus. You know, that's the only thing I could come up with, but that was definitely something interesting, and I wanted to show you guys because it was really weird. It was, again, this whole middle word was covered by the seal. I could see the letters on each side, and I wanted to know what it said, and I pulled the seal off, and that's what I found. So definitely an interesting feature of this deck right there. Now, let's get into the cards themselves. Actually, let me show you the flat first. Again, another crucifix. right there. Pretty cool design. And again, on the flaps, you have a, I'll flip it that way, a 7 of clubs reveal. Again, this is the back design of the card, but it does come with a border, which is cool. I like borders. Again, there's some exceptions to the rule, but again, I always like a border on it. It's good for doing tricks and things. So, a really nice deck. Again, it's air cushion finish from Bicycle. It handles really well. It's really smooth, like that. But again, here's the back design, same as on the box. So I'm not going to spend too much more time on that. You get 2 gaff cards with the deck. They're both blank, so you get 2 blankers. Not a double-sided, not a duplicate card, but 2 blank cards. You don't see that a whole lot, but pretty cool. I like blank cards a lot, so I was pretty happy with that. So those come with a deck. Let me show you the 2 jokers, which are, I don't really see the theme, but whatever. It looks like 2 kind of magician-type figures. Not exactly sure where they were going with this. Let me turn him around. But again, it's this kind of creepy, kind of magician-type circus performer, not performer, but maybe a ringmaster or something like that. But again, more of a magician type. So I don't know what the tie-in with the faith is here, but you know, they're okay. And then there is a reveal, as you can see in the top joker. He's got a card in his pocket, and if you turn it over, zoom in on there. I do believe it's an Ace of Diamonds reveal. I'm not going to get in there. No, I'll refocus. Sorry. But it's definitely an Ace of Diamonds reveal. So there is that for the jokers that you get. Again, not my favorites, but definitely not the worst either. But again, I just don't see the link between this character here and Faith. You know, whatever. It is what it is. Let me show you the aces. Starting with the Ace of Spades. Right there. Cool. It's got a custom font on the ace. This is the only card that's got this font on it. All the other ones have a different font, but again, those fonts are custom as well. And again, this is the same logo as from the front of the box, with the crucifix in the middle, and I'm not sure what the rest of the design work is, but just kind of swirly things that, you know, there's no stem on the spade, which is different. Pretty cool. Again, not my favorite, but definitely not the worst. I like the nice big bold design, which is pretty cool. So there's the ace, and I'll show you the other 3, which right here, and here is the font for the rest of the deck, which I absolutely hate. Not sure where they were going with this, but it's kind of they've got all these curly cues, and again the pips as well, which are really small, which I'll show you an example of here in a minute of what I'm talking about. But they've all got this weird curly cue swirl in it, which again I'm not exactly sure what they're going with this design. I don't like it. It's okay. And again, the red color is a little darker than the red that would come with your standard deck. But let me show you. Let me grab another ace. I'll show you the difference. You can see how small this ace is compared to a regular bicycle. This is just a regular bicycle card. So you can see how much smaller the pip is in the middle, and you can see the difference in the red color right there. So then definitely a little darker shade of red and the smaller pip. So there are your aces. And again, you can see the difference. Let me show you this real quick too, just so you can see what I was talking about before. The Ace of Spades has the different font, which I wish they would have just gone with this on all of them, because I like that better than this curly Q thing. But again, it's a theme throughout the rest of the deck, so we get into that. And a couple other observations that I'll show you here. Let me just show you some face cards. So you can see the color combinations. It's a really dark bluish purple, which go with the deck, and again they've got this weird curly Q and swirly font. Not a fan of that, but the colors I really like. It's that same darker red with it, and it's a bluish, very dark bluish purple color. They go throughout the face cards, which is really nice, and they're standard faces on them, but the colors are definitely cool. And they've got there's a lot of white in these cards, and once you see the face card or the The other cards, you'll kind of get what I'm talking about, but there's a lot of white because the border is smaller than on a normal card, which I grabbed another one of these to show you guys as well for an example. Let me show you the King of Diamonds from a normal bicycle deck. As you can see on there, this is definitely a wider border, so there's less white of an outline. This has more of a thicker striped white around the sides, and so this border is shrunk. But again, unlike the Genesis deck that I showed you guys several weeks ago, it seems like they scrunched this box and they made the picture cards fatter in the face and kind of a pudgier look, and these they didn't. They kept the stretched feel, which is really nice. Which is one thing I didn't like about the Genesis deck. They made the face cards look like they were fat and gaining weight. And they didn't do that with this deck, so I thought that was a really cool touch, just to show you guys a few here. Which again, really cool. But again, there's a lot of white in these, and definitely in the spot cards, which I'll show you right here. You can see there's a lot of white. The pips in the middle they're shrunken down into the middle of the card, which leaves a lot of outline around them. And again, I pulled some examples from a bicycle deck so you guys could see the difference. But one big difference in the 3, 4, and 5 cards, which I'll show you right now. The 3 is in a diagonal shape, and if you see in a normal bicycle deck, the 3 is in a line. So you can see there, so this gives a lot of white around the other sides of the card, so you can see right there. The 4 is in, again, it's in a cross formation. If you see a 4 on a normal deck, it's in this formation. So a different setup for the pips, which is really cool. In the 5, they did the same thing. They made a cross on the card, which goes in with the theme. You can see there's a cross with one in the middle. The normal 5 is like that. So it's definitely themed that way, which is really cool. I mean, it's a different setup, but again, it makes for a lot of white. But as you can see, again, this is very scrunched in, so there's a lot more white on the cards because the pips are smaller as well. So, you know, it depends on what you like and what you don't like about, you know, how the cards look. Maybe when you spread them out, it's definitely got a different look to it. So, but it's a really nice deck. Again, the colors are really cool. I don't like some of the swirly, curly, cute things they did with the font. You can see there that 10 looks really strange. I don't like the look of that curly Q in the middle of the 10. I wish they would have just left it a little alone, or again gone with the nice ace font that they use. But again, the deck is really nice. It handles really well. It's nice and smooth. You know, just like any other bicycle deck that we've looked at. You know, you're going to get a nice air cushion finish. You know, so it handles beautifully. You know, for flourishing and things like that. So. I definitely recommend getting it. It's one to look out for. If you don't, again, this isn't one you see a whole lot of. So if you want to get a nice deck that you can perform with it, it's definitely performable. I'd recommend getting it. So there's your faith deck of playing cards. Very cool. Here's your box. Again, go ahead and pick that up. And I for the last minute here or so, I want to talk to you guys about August. You know, this July's giveaway is coming to an end here in the next day or so, and I'll have a new giveaway in August. So I want to talk to you guys about it on what you want me to give away. So I want you to comment on this video and let me know what you want and your options. I want to know from you guys if you would rather have me give you away a single deck of cards, which may be a little more rare or a little more expensive, or do you want the multiple packs? You know, maybe a deck of 2, 3, or even maybe 4 cards, or do you want that one really, really nice rare deck of cards? So that's what my plan is for August. So leave a comment in this video and let me know what you guys want, and whatever gets the most comments or votes is what I'll do, and I'll be revealing that next week. So let me know, guys. That's it. I hope you like this video. Leave a comment and let me know what you guys want. It's all about you. So let me know. All right, thanks, guys, and we'll see you next week.